The old El Cordova Garage. Been like this since the late 20s. Family-owned business. One of the few last places to get your car done by a real mechanic and not just some quickie in a gas station. Guys who don't know, these guys have been doing it all their lives, you know. So I want to tell you about a little experience I had here the other day with the owner. Stand by. Nothing's changed in 70 years. It looks exactly like it did all those years ago. And it's still it's still a family-owned business, even after all these years. And they do this little thing, put a hot rod in a different car all the time, and it's like, you go back in time. They also have a little, history bin over here with some of the old stuff from back in the day. So like, just to walk in it, look around, it's like, wow, it's a trip back to the 50s. And then the business ethic is the same. I'm gonna say it's run by two guys. I call them Rocky and Big John, his son. They're the Waltons, not the Waltons TV show, but the real Waltons. The ones that. Big John, good morning.
How are you, sir?
Listen, what are you doing this morning? Running the, you work with the burn center, don't you?
Yeah, we're going up. Well, we work with the fire department and some other people for the demolition derby they do every year for the burn center.
Yeah.
So they do that every year. So we're gonna go up there this morning and volunteer a little bit of our time. But we help them build the cars throughout the year and do whatever they need. And then we go out to this event where they crash into each other to raise money for the Burn Institute.
That's very good. You don't seek much glory or much. You don't tell anyone about this. You kind of do it privately.
We just do it. That's our thing. We kind of enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
That's the way.
It's cool. It's cool.
That's the way we do it.
Well, I was just telling some friends of mine about my experience here with Rocky, your dad,
Yeah.
and how he worked and worked and worked to fix a piece of machinery that could never be fixed.
Yeah.
And he stored it here for days, and he just did the most surgery, pulled it to pieces and tried his very best. Never charged a nickel, never even charged for the towing to get it out of here. And I just was so impressed, and I thought, where would you find that anymore in Coronado?
Yeah, sometimes the cars are there. We can't fix them without spending way more than the cars are worth. Everything's fixable depending on how much money you want to spend.
Not this one.
But that one was, with what the stuff that it needed, it wasn't worth doing.
That's right.
But sometimes they beat us, and when they do, we're humble about it. I'm not going to tell you, well, the car beat me and I spent 10 hours doing it, so now you owe me for it.
No.
The car beat me.
No, but you see, this is the ethic that's dead. You're running a business here, and if you did that to everyone,
It's about being honest, though. As long as you're honest, you can do that to everybody.
That's true.
Because people will come back for something else.
That's right.
If I'm honest with you, I might waste a bunch of time on a car for you one day, but you remember that. You'll come back. Just like I would do the same to you. That's more or less what helps us.
That's what's dying in this country, Big John. It's that, remember this, you pay it forward, you do something, you'll get it back. But if you expect stuff, you don't get it. And I think that's a lovely thing.
I think that's exactly true. But we just show up and do our job and try to be honest. As long as we do that, people keep coming back.
Yes, they do. And I was going to say, Coronado people who see this, and everyone I talk to this is a place that they should, patronize, because you truly get your money in the end. You get robbed everywhere else. That's the honest truth. You're a business that's here, and you know the ethic. If you treat people right, they will come back. Not only that, they'll recommend their friends. And I was telling my friends that the way the cost of just running a business in Coronado and all the restrictions from the local to the state to the federal government, it's really a struggle for you guys almost every single month, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so you don't have the time to do what you did, but you did it anyway. God bless you for that, son.
And builds character.
Thanks so much. And listen, if somebody wanted to help with this thing that you do, what would they do?
You know what they need to get? We don't take any of the donations or anything, so they'd have to get with the fire department or Imperial Beach Fire, Coronado Fire, San Diego Fire. Obviously, we're from Coronado, so we probably want to give it to the Coronado Fire Department, help them and sponsor their vehicle, and then the leftover money and the winnings from the events and stuff is all to raise money for the Burn Institute that they do. It's a pretty cool event. We used to go when I was a kid every year before we were really involved in it, and just watching them crash into each other. It's kind of fun for the kids. Now I'm a little grown up, but still kind of cool to do, and we can make the cars. Now we're trying to compete. We're trying to make our car a little bit stronger so they can crash into the other guys. As the years go on, I think we get more and more involved. Hopefully next year we can build a really nice car for these guys and work with them a little closer this coming year. That way they go out a little more prepared.
Right. Well, we're on our way to the fire department to donate $100 in your name. Thank you very much.
Oh, you don't need to donate in our name. You can donate in yours.
Well, whatever. The thing is, they're getting $100.
Yeah, exactly.
But I urge everybody I know to do what he just asked, and that was give to the fire department, because it's one wonderful program. The Burn Center, all of that is like magical, isn't it? What they do over there.
Yeah, they do a lot of cool stuff. I'm not super involved in actually, that line of business, but we work with the fire department on a lot of things, and the local police, just on having to go to accident scenes and pick up cars.
Yeah.
So we're not like friends with them, but we know who they are. We see them out there, and so we get to kind of talk to them, and it's cool to be able to give something to them. Plus what they do around here. We've had fire alarm go off here I think twice since I've been alive. And it's 10 trucks are here and pretty quick,
That's what I say. Best service in town, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's cool that they get out here so quick. So every once in a while, luckily we didn't have any real problem.
Yeah.
It was a false alarm, but
A great response, though, huh?
Yeah, at least now that was years ago, but at least they're there, and I want to support that. Sooner or later we might need them, and it's one of those things you'd rather support them so that they want to support you.
Well, listen, everybody knows where you are, but just for those who don't, tell them exactly where you are and your phone number and all of that, and what you do, by the way.
We're at the corner of 10th and C in Coronado. Our phone number is 619-435-4115. And we're automotive repair and towing. If it's got wheels, we'll work on it.
All right, Big John.
Yep.
Where's that rock today?
He's not in yet. He'll be here pretty soon.
Rock on. See you, buddy.